Happy Thursday. It has been all week since I have vlogged because my phone was at capacity. I had no storage left, so I couldn't do any more videos. But today I have some room and I am now plunging because I worked fitness skills all day. I trained back with John and I'm just getting excited because I go see Jody this weekend. So again, it's Thursday, but I will leave Saturday morning at the butt crack of dawn. So I'm thinking 5 a.m. so I could get there around 2. And then I'll leave Monday. We're going to do a morning session and then I'll go drive back because it is a 9-hour drive. I thought it was 6 hours and that's why I was like, oh, I'll drive, but it's 9. So lots of time to listen to audiobooks, podcasts, and just have some alone time just to think. So lots of has gone on this week. Monday, I had my check-ins with Jody, which I will post. And then she gave me a high day Tuesday. And I was having tooth pain. So I went to the dentist because I thought, oh my God, I have to get a root canal. It was hurting so bad I could barely eat. And it was just right on my gum line, I had basically a canker sore, but it was affecting the teeth by it. So that happened. And luckily they did x-rays and it's not my tooth, it is my gums. And so I just had to use some Oragel and it is healing, thank God. Because I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I have an infected tooth. I'm not gonna be able to go to Canada. You know, I'm thinking all these things. And I'm trying to think what else. Oh, I hired a mindset coach. So she is another fitness pro. And honestly, I hired her and I was interested in working with her for breath work. Because before the Arizona Pro last year, she was doing her own breath work and just like getting in the zone. And it just really interests me. I am a mouth breather, so I know I need to improve my breathing exercises. And I know there's so many benefits to breath work. So her name's Rachel. And I reached out and realized that she not only does breath work, but she also works on mindset. And so I hired her for this month to get me ready with my mindset. And I'm just so excited. So she sent me a book and a journal. And we're going to do a breath work journey, hour and a half together. So just started reading the book. I will show you a picture of it. But just excited to work on my mental game. Because I think that's the missing piece, honestly, like just doubting myself. Things I've told myself in the past is I'm too small. The judges are never going to reward a small physique. And I know I have put in the work. I know that I am worthy to be on that stage. I know I am worthy to go to the Olympia. And I just need to get that in my head, ingrained in my head. And so I'm just excited for these next 4 weeks and I compete. So I am planning on signing my contract really soon. The plan is to fly out to California and I'm actually going to stay there. I was going to fly back and then fly back, but I was like, okay, I don't want to get screwed up with the time change. I don't want to have to worry about inflammation and flying and retaining water. I don't want to worry about flights getting canceled or delayed and missing check-ins and just all the stress that goes with traveling. So I'm staying in California and all my family's there. So I get to spend time with them. I'm staying with my aunt and uncle. I get to see my cousins, my dad, my brothers, my nephew. My grandma, like everybody. So pumped. And then I will fly out Friday early morning to go to Reno to compete at Legions. So I just feel like finally, God always has a plan. I just have to be patient. And it's all coming together. I have 2 more PT sessions. So I go in tomorrow and then next Wednesday. And I'm released. So tomorrow, I believe we're going to work on the high kick and round off because we have not done that yet. But I have done some on my own. And I'm just feeling good. It is still really tight with my high kick. So we'll see. I'm going to work with Jody on my routine this weekend. That's the one thing I'm kind of stressed about is 4 weeks. I'm used to having like 12 weeks or more working on a routine and perfecting it. So 4 weeks is crunch time, but I'm ready to go out there and perform and do what I love. So pumped. Now it's time to get out of this freaking cold plunge. Bye. am finally on my way to go see Jody. So freaking excited. I've been in the car now since it is 1:45 p.m. I left my house at 7:30 a.m. But I had no issues going through the border. I was like so nervous about that. And that all went well. So I did take a picture. I stopped and went to the restroom as soon as I went past the border and had my second meal, which was just shredded lettuce, 100 grams of chicken, and then instead of rice, I had 2 rice cakes. And for breakfast, I have my normal 25 grams of oats, a scoop of Dynamic Pursuit vanilla, and now my fruit is at 35 grams of berries, of blueberries. So as soon as I get there, I'll have meal 3, which is my pre-workout meal, 100 grams of chicken, 100 grams of potatoes and veg of choice, and then we're gonna get after it. So as you know, super anxious about my routine. I need to get my endurance up. I need to finish it. I still have like probably 2 8 counts to finish up, and then we just got to clean it up and make sure I have skills that I'm confident in. And we're gonna do a shoulder workout, kind of outline my routine. That's tonight. But I just got word from Jody. She updated me. I'm like, I'm going crazy because I know the Arizona Pro is going on right now, and my fitness girls are competing. And this is like my favorite show. This is a show I got second at last year to Stephanie Jones, who is my teammate with Jody. So I asked Jody, give me an update because Stephanie's competing, Andrea's competing. I've never met Amanda and I've never met Janine, but Eureka is competing as well, which I have competed with her. So 2 girls I've never competed with, but the rest I have. So I kind of wanted to see how prejudging went, and from what Jody told me, Stephanie did do very well and it looks like first place as of now as far as the physique portion. So I'm just excited. We get to watch the finals together tonight, so it's going to be fun for us to be able to do that together. And yeah, I'm just excited. So been listening to podcasts, had a long chat with my mama, but I wanted to check in with you and keep you updated. So that's that.
Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. 1, 2, 3. Look at me.
I am back in the USA. On my way home, I still have 3.5 hours till I get actually home. But it's Monday and I just had the best weekend with Jody. She kicked my ass like no other. Every single muscle in my body is sore, but I feel so much better about competing in 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 3.5 weeks. I don't even know. She was so welcoming. She let me stay at her house and be with her family. Her little boy is the cutest. I'm like, I'm gonna miss your guys' cute little family. She has the best little workout gym at her house, and she rocked my world. So Saturday I get there and I had to eat my like pre-workout meal, and then we went to the gym and we did shoulders, which like we didn't even do that many shoulder exercises, but she pushed me to like further than I've ever been pushed. And it was awesome because she like gave me ideas on how to keep pushing past that failure point. So like little rest pauses, and it just like reassured me that my form is correct, especially like with rear delts. I feel like I don't feel me working them, but she said as I was doing them that like I was doing great. And then we went home, and then I had like a post-workout meal. Gosh, I can't even remember. It's such a blur. But I think we went back to another gym. Yeah, what is today? Today is Monday. Okay, maybe that was it. Came back, just hung out. And then maybe we posed. Oh, we posed. That's what we did. So she kicked my butt in posing, but again, I am feeling so much more confident with hitting my back pose, hitting my hamstrings, and just making sure that like I'm not pinching my back, because that's feedback I've gotten, that I pinch my back, I don't spread my lats as much as I need to. And we kind of changed my individual routine to make it look more powerful, make me look bigger, because I am one of the smaller girls. So just excited about that. I'm gonna wear her suit for Anaheim because it just fits me better than my current one. And so she was so generous, let me borrow her suit. Went to bed around, thank God she goes to bed early, but so I got in bed early, 9 o'clock. And then Sunday is when we worked back, we did more posing, and then we worked my routine. And I was a little like stressed out because we did go through my routine roughly, and she was wanting to change a lot of things, which to make it flow, to make it better presentation for the judges, and like make my transition smoother. But I left that session feeling like, oh my gosh, like I am not ready. But then Sunday we went, and they at her gym, oh my gosh, I wish we had this here, had like a yoga room that was warm, not too hot, but it had padding floors. And so I was able to run through my whole routine, and we figured out all the transitions. I was able to do my zombie press, which was a huge goal for me.
Speed check reported ahead on I-75 South.
Oh, speed check. So that was a huge goal for me. I did not think, because of my hamstring injury, that was going to happen for me. I definitely didn't expect to get it 3 weeks out. So I'm going to be drilling that for the next every day. But I'm just so excited. And we picked out my costumes that I'm going to wear. I bought a whole bunch of costumes off of other competitors. And so I like did a little fashion show, and we picked which ones we think are best for this show. And it's exciting because I can like change up my costumes each show and just have fun. I'm just feeling grateful, feeling blessed. I'm excited to get home. I do miss the fam, but I will post videos and pictures and keep you on this journey because it's so close. This comeback is so close. So right now I am listening to an Audible book all about mindset and athletes and working the mental game. So that's a huge part for me. I realize that my mental is holding me back, and I'm going to work on that these next 30 days or whatever, how many days I have left. But I appreciate you watching and being on this journey with me and encouraging me and supporting me throughout all this, because it has been a ride to compete this year, and I'm just pumped. Happy Thursday. It is check-in day for me, so I'll post those photos in this vlog. I am 112.4 this morning. That's with, I saw Jody over the weekend, so as you saw, we worked hard, posing, routine, everything, training, and it was good that I went there because she said, oh, you're a lot leaner in person. And so she gave me some extra food over the weekend, but then also bumped my calories up by 300 each day. So that has been so good for me, for my energy, for everything. And I'm just feeling strong and excited and motivated. And with that said, I came back Monday from Canada, drove back all day, made it back like 4:30, left at 9:30 in the morning, and then I had to ride at Triumph on stage for the 5:30 class, and came home and ate dinner, and then I had a breathwork session. So something that I'm not sure if I mentioned or not, I hired Rachel Pitts, who is another fitness competitor. She is located in South Carolina, and I had met her last year at Arizona Pro, and I just loved, right before we were about to get on stage, she was backstage doing breath work and just getting in her zone, and I was just like in awe of her because I know how powerful breath work is. I just have not done the practice like I should. So anyways, I finally reached out to her and said, look, I'm competing September 21st. I need some breath work. I really want to work on my breathing for endurance. I'm a mouth breather, so I know that breathing through your nose is better and helps you with your endurance. So I hired her, and we had a breathwork session on Monday night, and it was life-changing. And I say that because I have done it all. I have done breathwork sessions. I have done therapy with a counselor. I have done hypnotherapy, where you get into like a hypnotic state, and that was like build my confidence, and that was an amazing experience. But I would say this transformational breathwork session I had with Rachel was like a combination of everything I've ever done, and I can't even put into words what it did for me, but I know I was able to release a ton of trauma and tap into the person that God has made me to be. Honestly, like I've my whole life doubted myself, felt like I wasn't good enough, and struggled with confidence. And so anyways, it was mind-blowing. So with that said, the next day, Tuesday, I was like so drained, and I thought I was getting sick. I was exhausted. I did have to wake up early that morning and teach boot camp, so I thought, oh, it's just because I woke up early. It was kind of gloomy out, but I was just down in the dumps. Like, I don't think I responded to any text messages, and she reached out to me and asked how I was feeling, and I said, honestly, I'm just exhausted. I'm tired. And then that night, I went to bed early, probably like 8:30, and I just was like praying, like, God, I hope I feel better tomorrow. I hope I have more energy, and I hope I'm not getting sick. And I woke up the next morning, and I felt like a brand new person. And I realized, and I've heard, that when you release a lot of trauma, like, it does tank your energy systems. Like, it's normal to feel drained. And so I felt like a rock star yesterday on Wednesday. I got so much done. I worked my routine. I posed with Sydney. I trained, and I trained back, and I just felt so strong, so good. And I just feel like my mindset is where it needs to be. I'm focusing on just going to Anaheim and having so much fun and doing what I love. And I just feel blessed that I'm able to compete this year. I didn't know if this would be a possibility. So I feel like I already won. And I know I'm bringing the best physique I've ever brought. I'm pushing harder than I've ever pushed. I'm bringing an amazing routine with a skill I have been dreaming of doing for years and never been able to do, but was able to somehow pull it out my butt with Jody over the weekend. And so just feeling excited and strong, and I can't wait to see my fitness sisters, my other YouTube woman, Andrea. She crushed it at Arizona Pro. Little T, who's my teammate, second in the world. She's going to be there. Jenny Worth, who I met last year at Legions, is going to be there. And I think Anna, who I met at Tampa Pro last year, is going to be there. So I'm just excited to see all these beautiful women, get to see my family. My mom got the time off work, and she wasn't sure if she was going to be able to. So, like, God is answering prayers left and right. The sun is shining here in Fort Wayne, and it's just, I'm feeling blessed. So I'm excited to post this, and I'm excited to keep on pushing 22 days until we got Anaheim and then Legions right after. So keep it on, keep it on.